We're live,
Okay.
boys.
Oh shit! All right.
Oh, shit,
Hi.
Leave.
Yeah.
Press leave whiteboard.
Leave whiteboard? Oh, Sag. I was
Why
gonna
are you-
add
why are you-
Professor
why are you
Kukui
leaving
from
whiteboard?
Pokemon.
So that our cursors aren't.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I was gonna add Professor Kukui, sad.
Hi, chat. How are you feeling?
Hello, chat. Okay, fine. Okay, the whiteboard's gone.
Oh, sick.
It's game time.
Also, you're not streaming on Discord.
You're right. I was gonna do that, but then I realized I was on the wrong Wi-Fi.
Oh, sick. Good thing you know this.
Hopefully, you don't have like the Pokepark problem that we had.
God, please no. That would be annoying. Sayaka!
Sayaka.
Sayaka!
Sayaka.
Psych.
Okay, got chat. Got chat up.
Psych.
It's go time, boys. We have a lot to cover.
Yeah, we do.
Sit back and relax.
Okay, where the fuck are we going?
Oh, is it?
It's very close.
What
Okay.
did we leave off? Where did we leave off?
I think we
Or
were.
the bodies just disappeared.
Oh, okay. So we have to go. What?
Oh no, Fumi's body just disappeared. So we're Fumi's body was gone.
Taka's body does disappear. That's what
Oh
happened.
shit! Habumi's dead.
Did you
Yeah.
forget that?
Yeah, I did.
Where is it? There it is. It was right there the whole time. Hi, Monokuma.
We had a double murder.
Rattle, rattle, rattle.
Huh?
Oh.
The door must be locked.
Oh, damn it.
Damn.
Damn.
They search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that?
Damn. Huh? Where could two bodies have disappeared to?
I don't know. I have no idea where we're supposed to be. We're supposed
Go
to be
into the
looking.
Are we
metaverse.
supposed to go down
Or
to
not.
Fumi's?
Are we? This is just back to that's just back to the physics lab. I have no idea where I'm going. We're supposed to go somewhere. Should we look in here? I think we're supposed to find everyone and then talk to them.
By the way, now that I'm thinking
Oh,
about
there we
this,
go.
Makoto!
By the way, the investigation hasn't even started yet, so we have a lot to cover.
Are you fucking serious?
we have a lot to cover.
Christopher's complaining. I'm having the time of my
Why
life.
are you standing there? We need to get to the rest.
I love Danganronpa.
Huh? You mean?
Oh,
Found them. Fumi and Taka's bodies had both been hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I already told Hina and Sakura we'll go ahead.
Their bodies were in the repository?
What the hell is a repository?
it's a repository.
It's the art storage room.
Yeah, art.
By the way, something funny. A YouTuber that I watch that like has a bit where he hates Danganronpa used Danganronpa music in his latest video, and I find that pretty funny.
Or was it Josh or All Tribe?
It was all tribe.
Are the bodies here somewhere?
And I found that pretty funny.
Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's locked. I have no choice but to go inside, I guess. Dead body warning. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw the dead bodies that I already saw before.
Why is he freaked out about this?
I don't know, because he's Makoto.
Bro has seen these
Dumbass.
before.
The two bodies that had disappeared were right here. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality.
The smell of Pepto-Bismol made me gag.
And then I heard the announcer's announcement for a second time,
Ding dong, ding dong.
but they were already dead.
Yeah, they were already dead. What the hell?
A body has been discovered.
He said the line.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Wait.
Well, the investigation has started. And so, here we are!
The Monokuma file!
I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but it turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just ended it already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Now, make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later!
Wow.
Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Cooper, I don't mean to be like this, but do you think you could get like a little bit closer to your mic? I have you like at 150 and I still can hardly.
I
can
have him
get
at
him.
200 and I could barely hear him.
Yeah, I'm pretty far away, honestly. I'm doing something else real quick, but
Oh, hold on. How can you be so calm?
I never liked them anyway.
I mean, they're dead, you know?
I like
That's
talking.
terrible.
No,
Dead. Gone forever. They're never coming back.
I'm speaking.
gotta cry.
I'm speaking for Byakuya. Byakuya never liked them anyway.
Oh no, it was such a big
Byakuya
problem.
hates everybody.
Awful. This is just too awful.
Sad.
Hina suddenly
keep
burst into
seeing
tears.
all of them.
She
Is she
clutched
gonna
at
have another
Hifumi's lifeless
half-naked
body.
episode?
No.
Okay.
Who would do this?
I forgot about this part.
Why?
This part, I completely forgot about this part.
Bro is rotund.
Large wet tears fell from. Thanks, Makoto. They landed on his
No, I thought they were dry.
cheek.
What the fuck?
Well, the make believe. Wait, that gets to the is water wet discussion. That might
I'm
have
gonna-
been when
I'm gonna stop
Hifumi
you right
opened
now,
his
dude.
eyes. But this wasn't a movie. Tears.
Oh, does he come back to life? Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm like,
No
this
fucking
is
way.
so fucking stupid. This wasn't.
He's alive again? Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming? Hifumi! Wake up! Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak. Come on, you gotta wake up! I remember everything before
And Taka's
met
dead.
you. Oh, I
Hifumi?
met
Sad.
you all.
I forgot about that line too.
His memories are blending together. He has nothing useful to offer. us.
Before I'd met you all, I'd met you all.
The light, it's reaching out to me like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name.
It's.
Yes.
They die. Dead. Thank you, Hifumi.
His eyes closed, and they never opened again.
Yasuhiro. Yasuhiro Sakurai?
What?
Masahiro?
That's not even his name.
It's
That's
not
the
even
second
his
time.
name. It's just the same.
Absolute undeniable
and
death.
name.
By the way, there is a guy whose name is Yasuhiro. We just call him Hero though.
It's Fortune Teller Man.
Oh, what the fuck?
No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed on his face, there was no second miracle. Reality didn't. Of course.
This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop
Ooh,
talking.
yeah, my meat.
Yasuhiro.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now, this game has become exceedingly boring.
What do you mean unnecessary?
You said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Byakuya, he wants things to be hard because his life has been easy and hasn't had a real challenge.
Maybe. Maybe. Which, can you really knock him for that, then?
I wouldn't say his life hasn't been a challenge.
Could y'all say the lines? Because we have a lot to cover.
Yasuhiro Hakagure is the only person he could have been referring to.
So, in other words,
And with that, the case is solved.
Assaulting people? And even killing Taka and Hifumi? And then going so far as to hide their bodies? A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I can ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends.
What the fuck is happening?
Christopher just fell down some flight of stairs.
Oh no, I bumped my Arnold Palmer against my computer.
I said the line.
It fell
by the
down
way.
the stairs.
No, Christopher's mic just died and I'm trying.
Chris, it went on for a
Oh.
solid like 15 seconds. You did not just bump your Arnold Palmer. So you definitely bumped
That's
it
fine.
downstairs.
Like we were echoing for a second there.
Oh, okay.
I think it's fine now.
It's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death. Death. The trial will conclude without
Indeed.
much trouble.
Yes, it does look that way.
It looks that way.
It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. And also 3 more. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it.
Not everyone will survive.
Yeah.
Now that investigation has begun, I swear
Can
to
you just ignore
fucking
Celeste?
God, I swear to all that is holy, if it is actually Yasuhiro, and the only character I have after this trial is Hina, I'm going to lose my shit.
Riley, would we actually do that to you?
Yes!
First, I'd bend
You're
down to
right,
check the
you're
Monokuma file. The victims were Ifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each victim was a blow to the head. It's thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it.
very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We've got way less information this time than before.
It is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could, anyway.
But, no. My one argument immediately is that how did Yasuhiro, how did Hiro fit his hair into that tiny helmet?
We'll see.
That's,
We'll see.
fuck you. Shut up.
I'm stopped trying to guess who the killer is, because at this point
It's
I don't
never the
care.
obvious one.
It's
except
not.
for the first
Oh, it never is.
It's never the
Except for
obvious
that.
one until it becomes the obvious one.
There's something else that's bothering.
Oh my god. Stop. Stop speaking in riddles. Engine does that enough. I don't need my friends to do it.
Are you talking about Kyoko?
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Fumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice?
An accomplice?
Dun dun dun.
An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question.
What question?
Yep.
We're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask
Oh no!
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification. in it.
So you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
That's
I
not what
didn't
he's
say
saying at
that.
That's not what
all.
he
No,
said.
that's not what he's saying at all.
It can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys.
Remember last time when he said there isn't an accomplice in this trial?
I just want
So-
to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might
So
assist in
Monokuma just
murder.
has some like personal effect in
Only one
this.
blackened can graduate, and accomplice gets nothing.
So
If you
in
can't
other
tell who the
words,
blackened is, then we only need to figure out that one blackened that did the killing, right? Just like one.
Well,
Okay. Let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
extreme!
the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action.
The true blackened, so just one
Well
person?
now.
That's enough for explainifying. Now down to the final battle between all of you, and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants.
There can only be one blackened? An accomplice wouldn't benefit? But I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all.
You may be right.
If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
I'm right here.
However,
You fucking dumbass.
I'm
long as
I'm
he's
literally
not
right
connected
behind
to
you.
the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. It's definitely Celeste. For the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
how could she have gotten
the picture of the
guy? You know, don't you think we should consider someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking
Yeah.
about the murderous fiend. Genocide check.
What?
Shit, there you are.
She appeared.
she appeared.
I'm offended.
You. When did you?
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found.
You SOB!
Anywhere. You there, milk sack swimmer girl.
Huh?
Milk sack?
You've gotta be kidding!
Why do I have to be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I think you are a serial killer.
And she is a very.
What?
I'm like a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know. Ooh, she was asleep.
She's right about that.
They were sleeping together.
When I
No,
heard
she was passed
Oh.
out.
she was with me.
Oh yeah, the blood thing. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right. I remember that.
She was lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move his
Yep.
body.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
Other topic, we should post a guard by the bodies like before. We can't have them disappearing. again.
then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina?
Sure, I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
It's all
No,
clear.
no,
At least she knows she's stupid.
Then that's that. Let's begin.
The whole thing is so strange. But all of us have an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems.
I'll tell you this, it is not as straightforward
I
as it
also
seems.
have that feeling.
There are hammers of all different sizes. There's pieces designed using small anyway, the hammers have obviously used they're covered in debris and target its own pattern. Wait! For some reason this hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet? Did someone wash it recently? Damn, that's crazy. Hi, Ifumi. Ifumi's big, cold body is laid on the floor. I have to say big. He's very big. His really big body. He's very big. I mean, how on earth
Have
was
I
the killer
mentioned that
able
he's
to
big?
move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to hear
That's
the
very
repository.
fair, actually.
How they would have to carry him up
All the
steps.
way from the first floor to the third, and all without
almost
anyone
eject.
noticing it. What the hell? What the fuck? It's no good. I just don't get it. Think about it for later. Investigating Fumi herself. His
Is
fatal
there an
injury.
elevator?
His fatal injury was the blood of the head, probably from Jocelyn Hammer 3, which was lying on the floor in the nurse's office.
Oh.
Wait, something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Sufumi's body is in the nurse's office versus his body right now. His fucking glasses.
He's dead.
That's when his body was in the nurse's office. His glasses were covered in blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that and why? Ifumi's glasses. Taka, he'll never move. He will never move again. Hurriedly out of Kufa, laid out from below the head. We just found Justice Hammer's four near his body. He had to have died second because of the number 4 as after the number 3. There's a tarp laid out under his body. The killer uses to smooth Taka's body. That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind when the body was moved. Blue tarp.
Hey, I have a question.
Okay.
I don't know if if any of you know the answer to this, but do corpses sweat?
No.
No.
They urinate.
Noted. Noted.
It's like they can urinate and fart, but no. They don't sweat generally.
There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too
Noted.
many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back at everything that's happened.
So then,
Sure. Sure. Yeah, let's look back at things.
This morning, only the 4 of us met up in the back of Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. Do we
What?
want to what was for this?
No.
This is basically just a flashback, except a flashback.
Exposition. We don't need.
Hopefully this gives us the truth bullet.
It's something that's required. It's gonna just be the chain of events. Because we haven't gotten a truth bullet from this.
Fuck, Arnold Palmer is so good.
I already know everything that went on. We're not gonna listen to this entire thing because we're not stupid.
I forgot how good the investigation music is.
Yeah, it's so good. Riley, you should learn this on your trumpet.
I should.
Also, real quick, while we're going through this, can I please point this out? When Celeste was attacked first, you know? Because Justice Hammer won, obviously she was
Yeah,
attacked first.
just Hammer 1.
Wait,
Obviously,
it was
she was attacked
the-
first.
The
That's way
person-
out of my range, by the way. I'm
Beat
thinking
her
about
up.
it now.
The person beat her up while also holding on to Hifumi.
Damn, that's crazy.
So they won a 2v1.
That was required?
It's almost like they're absurdly strong.
There's definitely a lock on the door, but I don't see any way to lock from in the art room.
Aoi and Byakuya.
Hi, Hina.
Hey, Makoto? I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository.
Huh? What is it?
After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
Oh, sorry.
and we came right to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside.
It was locked?
And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now?
I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Yeah! Yeah! The door could only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura both confirmed that the door was locked after the search for the bodies began. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone into the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it is unlocked now. So that certain someone, Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. Was it the killer, or who's still roaming free, or was it one of the victims? And then Byakuya's in here? Oh, he is. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it?
I don't see how anyone could think
Oh,
otherwise.
stupid.
Honestly, it might be in my range now. I'm just thinking about
When
it.
the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us has an alibi. And the last thing Ifumi said when he died.
Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other words,
Yeah, then there's no room to suspect anyone else.
Okay, but if he did do it, how would he hide his identity with that weird costume?
Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face.
Have you met Hiro? He's fucking stupid. There's no way he could have thought of this.
No,
Yeah,
that, seems like
seriously.
that seems like a stupid logic. Because he's the fool of the century, you see.
I
It's
mean,
like the hide and seek. If I can't see you,
he
you
is
can't
kind of
see me.
dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it?
Yes,
I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
what?
and is that it? That's all you bother. That's all that bothers you about the case.
Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies?
They probably figured it. If we couldn't investigate the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation.
But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, right?
Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron.
Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
Because all the rules says is you could kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number 1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps. So that's what that means.
Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends.
Huh? What's the attitude?
It's normal.
But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Okay, sick.
Thanks to you.
I'm
I
going
might
to
have
do my
run
shoujo
after
pose
all.
and leave you alone.
His mysterious words hang in the air as he left the repository.
Yo, Jojo.
Yeah.
He
pose.
talked as if he's figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was?
Also, there's one other thing we have to click. Dolly. Dolly.
Oh,
Dolly.
yep, the dolly. That makes sense. It's a dolly, it doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move the statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that moves this equipment room? What's the explanation for that? There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. We have to check somewhere else. There are plenty of places I know about for nurse's office, equipment room. So, how are you guys feeling?
I'm feeling like I know exactly how this goes down, but I'm not gonna say nothing.
Say it. Me and Logan know how it's going down. We're not going to spoil it.
I'm not gonna. I will not confirm nor deny.
What I want you to do is just give us as much like you guessing what's going to happen as
Okay,
possible.
so my immediate thought is that Hifumi's body was sweating. Mans is very much still alive. I think this all ties back to alter ego and Hifumi just being a jealous bastard.
But there were 2 body discovery announcements.
There were?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we found Hifumi's body and when we found Hifumi and Taka's body.
Yeah.
But then why is his body sweating?
Because Japan. His body sweating has
No
nothing.
way I'm
His body sweating has nothing to do with anything. I'm gonna spoil
When
that.
was
I'm going
his
to.
body sweating?
Okay, never
When
fucking
was
mind. I
his
guess
body
I'm
sweating,
stupid. I
Riley?
guess I'm too smart. I'm too
Riley,
smart for Japan, I
Riley.
guess.
Riley, when was his body sweating?
Like when we analyzed it.
Just now?
Yeah, like his body was sweating. Like if you
Okay,
go
yeah,
back
I see
into the
stuff.
stream.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. He's a sweaty nerd, and so they have him sweaty all the time. That's the bit. There's
Alright.
some kind of tire
Fucking
mark
whatever.
going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room.
I guess I'm just.
That reminds me about
stupid.
the dolly in the repository. You're not stupid. You're too smart for the game. There was blood on its tire. Could that be where the blood have come from? Here? If you mean Taka's body was moved to the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that definitely could have been possible. If the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was on the first floor. Without the dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body moved, but the murder weapon was just left there. Hi, Toko. Or it's Jack.
It's Joel. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away.
What?
I'm super
I will
pissed
always
and I missed
love
such an
that.
ultimately rare event.
She has like the best like voice acting clips.
She does. It's really
Tarp,
funny.
tarp.
Are you sure? Huh? This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Just recently too. Nice.
Nice.
We got 3 of them. That's what it says in this thing.
The tarp. We already got the blue tarp one in the art room.
You're right.
I don't have any guesses. This will just bamboozle me like normal.
Nurse's office.
Yeah, I know. That's the wrong way.
This 3rd floor is so goddamn confusing.
This 3rd
My
floor.
problem is right now that my first theory is debunked, is that we haven't seen Hero at all.
Second, it's the 1st floor, Logan.
Yes, I know.
We haven't seen Hero at all, but I don't think he's dumb. I don't think he would do a deal with Monokuma. I don't think he's the guy.
I did go the wrong way.
But he would, for all intents and purposes.
Now we don't need to look at the blood splatter. Yeah.
It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something
I guess
inside.
he
It's too
could-
small to be
could
handkerchief.
in the-
It's a glasses cleaning cloth. It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood.
Oh,
Oh, did you find something?
Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
I do that too, Celeste.
A cleaning cloth?
And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. The glasses cleaning cloth.
Yes.
And do we need to do the hammer?
The hammer, Hammer, Celeste, and Fridge.
Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body, but left the weapon behind. Do we even need to do the hammer? Oh, there's the fridge. A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything, I'm totally parched. There's a bunch of blood packets in here. For blood transfusions, I guess. It doesn't help me though, I'm not a vampire. Nice!
Good observation.
What are you
Proto.
investigating, Celeste?
I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hero might be hiding somewhere. What about you?
Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Fumi's
Let's
body.
see.
Oh, Hifumi was moved, eh?
When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hero was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But it seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom.
And when you got back, the body was gone?
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though.
Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Fumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so.
To carry off
Even
someone as
with-
big as Fumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible.
Even
Unless
with
it's
the
Sakura.
trolley, that would be hard.
No,
Well,
that
yeah,
that,
because
that,
they
that,
get
that would be
the trolley
physically
upstairs.
impossible.
Riley, there's no elevator. You'd have to get him up the stairs on the trolley. That's impossible.
That's impossible.
326 pounds of dead weight with just that much mass is so ridiculously hard to lift. Okay, so this is where you were. I've been looking for you.
You have?
I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed.
Um,
Thank you, Byakuya.
You should go to
You,
Kuro.
Byakuya, for always being the guy to be like, oh,
Oh, and let me give you this.
Oh, he's giving us something.
we in the
Oh.
dining hall.
just a note.
This is the note.
Oh, are we?
No,
Are we in
This
like?
is the
some-
note. This is the note Hero wrote us to all to meet up, right?
I thought that said Byakuya, I'll be honest. I read wrong. You remembered well.
Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an
It's all
impression.
clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is the trap.
What
It's
is?
a trap. Things grow even more exciting.
What are you talking about?
I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Thanks.
100% Dio pose, by the
Thanks.
way.
Thanks, bitch.
It is the Dio pose.
So he said to go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there?
Um,
I
Hero.
love
No.
Byakuya.
um,
If you have ideas, just
Hey,
spitball them.
can we,
Major truth
real
from
quick, can we
refuses
look
to
at what we
elaborate.
have? Because I've already forgotten. Can we look at what we have?
So we have the Monokuma file. We have a blue tarp,
Okay.
the dolly, Fumi's
Dolly.
glasses, the
Cleaning
Fumi's
the glasses.
glasses. The hammer was spotless. Repository door, the locking,
Okay.
the blood stain with the track marks,
Okay.
the glass cleaner Celeste's account, and then the message.
Okay, so nothing with other handwriting. Okay.
Yet.
We still have.
Also, we
I
have 9
think-
out of 10.
The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to look, but it might not be a great idea. I'll take the plunge. But I'm
What is
also
he
a
gonna
fucking
do?
coward.
Kill you right now?
This is Hero's room. There's all kind of weird stuff in here. Where do you even get this all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means you really can't complain if I don't get his permission to his room, right? What are these boxes? There's something in the cardboard box. The blueprints for something, and... something's made out of what looks like cardboard, plastic, and... what? Does it say plaster? Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait. These blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Those are not his handwriting. That is not Hero's handwriting.
That is not Hero's handwriting the slightest. So this is planted evidence.
There are some other things I'll tell you that it sucks that I am the most
Makoto,
like, observant
big
to,
news!
like,
Big
small detail.
news!
What were you saying, Cooper?
Like things that are small detail. I think I have the best memory for small, unassuming things out of all of us, and it sucks I know it happens because I'm not gonna say it. but I probably would get it, like predictions that people have gotten.
What's
Like, I know
wrong?
what they are.
We found
Fine, fine.
Kyoko.
Okay.
I'd stop trying to
What?
predict
Is she okay? Where is she?
Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too.
Robo Justice?
It's Hero wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor.
To think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. So yes, Riley, he does wear the suit. Kyoko and...
I mean,
Phew, man, I have had the worst day.
Hiro!
Only need to talk to Hiro and Kyoko.
Hiro?
huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
Yeah, duh. Who else would it be?
That's a good question.
Huh? What? Why do I look like this? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Bro,
Right.
what?
I found Hiro. He was jammed in the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and he woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it. Like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy.
Nuh-uh.
Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time?
That's the point.
You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
It's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but she hasn't. Does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind? First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean,
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up, and then I was here.
I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Well,
let me out of here.
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help.
Just shove him in the pool.
Why?
It's cardboard.
Bro's
Got
gonna
it
go
all
down.
wrong.
I
Cardboard
didn't
and
make
water
this stupid
don't work.
friggin' thing.
it would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that is keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you get that off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
If you can't get it off on your own, you can't get it on your own.
It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off.
Whoa! Free at last! Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
Not really.
so then,
What's the point? Nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume.
Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. Blueprints were in your room as well.
How the fuck do you know
is
that?
okay?
In other words, it's obvious to everyone that you made this costume.
So we're just all going into Hiro's room?
Yep.
That's true. I saw the blueprints myself.
Yeah, me too.
Could it be?
And it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hiro.
Shall we tie him up and get him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. What? Sign me up.
Oh, hold on,
Please.
guys. I think that's going a
All
little
what I
far.
would give.
Jesus Christ, Riley. He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like that.
attacking Blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. Except I literally can't. It's been decided. You killed them.
Please.
What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine. If you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will.
Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
If he can't bend at the waist, how did he move the dolly? Or pick up Hifumi?
Literally, none of this is fucking making any sense.
Also, hi Morgana.
That's why I've accepted I can't predict it.
Also, hi
So-
Morgana.
The point. They're giving you evidence for and against him.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
I'm still.
I
Wasn't
mean, it's not like
Byakuya-
I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
How tall is Hiro?
What?
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's 'cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then
Don't make the 5'3" guy get
yeah,
it.
don't make the short one wear it.
Makoto.
It's Byakuya. He has to play his.
No,
mind
fuck
game.
you!
Just a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. Maybe Taka could have.
That's what I'm thinking.
You're
I
absolutely
think
right.
Taka's
It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
So
But
maybe
Taka
then
and
there's
Makoto-
another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits that.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show some evidence. Show your evidence.
Evidence.
Claim there is another suit, yes, then you must find it and show it to us.
What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
Are you sure about
He's
that?
asleep.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
what?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me?
Okay.
Okay,
quick
hold
question.
up, hold
We
up.
don't
Let
have all
me...
the truth bullets. Why hasn't the trial started?
Because we don't.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I've figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it?
Well, two people were killed, Taka and Hifumi.
What? What?
What? Two people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it!
Please.
I did not!
Huh?
Wait. Hold on. If those two are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it! I know who did it!
So then,
Each other.
You may as well tell us then.
Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right?
Yeah, say it a bit louder.
I'm at least 30% right.
Which means alter ego and or Chihiro must have done it.
He said
Correct.
he's. I see. That is unfortunate.
Please.
Unfortunate. Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Talk a little louder, Logan.
What?
Who are you saying? Talk a little louder.
Say alter ego a little louder.
Yeah.
Man, I do love being a phantom thief.
Oh, so
You
then.
love having a secret
I know.
computer.
No.
No!
Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real cricket killer probably drugged
Just
me or
the
something.
worst.
Not a
Right,
chance.
you're plenty of
So-
cleaning
No,
supplies.
hold on. He could be onto something. That nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. And I fell for it because I'm fucking stupid. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. I am. Well, after being trapped here for so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right?
You should have just left after I.
They preyed on my
Just
desire
enough.
to get out of here. They deceived me.
Oh.
Still just don't
Don't
buy
be
it.
mean.
Oh, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my my pocket.
No
Uh,
way.
Crazy thing. Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure.
Please.
Please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly.
As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? Oh. No particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason.
Do we have to go back up to Ufumi's body now?
What the heck? For serious?
Yeah, but now we have to go back up to Ufumi's body. Ufumi and
Why do we
Taku's
need
body.
to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero. I'm crying. My sprite
Don't
is.
worry, that's the
No,
last
it's
piece of
it's
evidence.
it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Fuck off. He is in debt. Damn it. Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why.
Please.
Oh wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Continue
thankful we
on with
haven't
the
found
investigation,
Dad
please. So much
You have
exposition.
time to yell and carry on. You have time to search for your evidence, right?
What?
Ah, you're right. I need to look for the second suit and that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess I'd better get back to guard duty.
Yeah, I just wanted to
I was
point
gonna
out
ask
she left
Toko or-
Sakura as the only person in there.
Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands.
Nope, Sakura
Oh,
beat
my.
the shit out of her.
One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto,
fuck,
do you have
um,
a second? Huh?
Oh.
I want you to help me with the investigation. It looks like I got a late start to this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
Makoto's such a
Shall we
fucking pushover.
No, he's a
Thanks.
simp.
Now then, shall we?
Same
Hey,
fucking
He's a
thing.
simp. Forever judging.
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing this. Okay.
correct.
Dead
She's
bodies
the one
don't
who
lie, you
touched
know.
penis.
They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to know the answer?
anyway,
Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the
Frankly-
repository. I guess I head that way for now.
Frankly, I just want the trial to begin so we can get started.
This is the last piece of evidence.
So much exposition.
Christopher.
I get it. It's a visual novel.
Christopher,
But
that is very fair. Oh, I was doing the wrong.
Hey,
That is very
it's
fair,
fair,
but also,
but it's just like.
who cares?
Oh, whatever.
This is the
never
exact
mind.
same thing that we do in Pokepark. We just don't do the story. It's just us talking to people.
Oh, I
Hifumi
can't
and
wrap
Taka.
my head around this.
For a moment, Kyoka seems to go rigid, but only for a moment.
So then,
So,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
But Monokuma was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm.
oh, Hifumi was
Seeing how
dead.
comfortable she actually made me feel comfortable. Hi, Taka.
Well, no, because then why?
I see.
Makoto, I
Riley,
found
would
something.
you like me to give you
You
something?
did? You did?
Like,
No.
kind of- It's just something that
You remember
No,
that wristwatch
Cooper, I
Taka
don't care if
always
it's
wore on
something
his
small.
left
Let me
hand?
do this.
He did?
Whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then,
Are you
Take a
guys
look.
just gaslighting me?
It's broken. Do you see the hands aren't moving right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. If you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
that's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken.
In other words,
So if it worked at 10 last night, it shouldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning this must have happened at 6 this morning.
Okay.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping at something. You're right. There's something white in there.
Makoto,
Could you try and pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited at this kind of manual
Sakura
labor,
is
right?
right fucking there.
Okay. And much I didn't want to, I grasped I grasped Taka's dead hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. And then I died! After some effort, I was finally able to freeze the object
Please
from
be
a
the
tightly
note.
clenched
Please
fist.
be the note.
A piece of paper!
hey,
Is that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. This little scrap of paper doesn't seem like much of a clue,
is
does
that
it?
right?
I wonder about that. Kyoka mentioned Fumi's
So
body.
then-
Let's check Fumi's body now. Perhaps he left a few clues of his own. Hi, Kyoko.
No, talk to body number 2.
Indeed,
Look at this. A wad of paper.
that's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed,
He stuffed it in his pants. I can only assume that he's hidden on purpose, you see. In his pants? Wait, so you...
why is that?
It was just his pants. Not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think about... bro, it better be important. Fumi, or I'll never forget this. A note!
It's the same handwriting as the.
That's
We
yeah,
can't find out.
that's
so
That sounds
it's the
very
same
familiar.
handwriting as the blueprint.
That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. But he was telling us the truth.
however,
Although it's not exactly the same, is it?
Meet the rec room at 1.
This time it's different. Hiro told us that the note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Fumi said to meet at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on. Just because Fumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to the part of it being ripped? Can you maybe explain it a little bit more? I'm a little stupid. Think carefully.
hey,
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
so then,
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? Maybe it was something more important. And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer.
So
Hey.
it's the same thing.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing. Okay.
6. Okay.
Okay. So it's like you don't have to think of that. Yes.
Is that right?
You don't have to think about them at all. If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said that they weren't used to help carry out the murders.
Oh my god.
They may have come to a point where they have a role. A handbook may have a role, I don't understand, but if you think it's important, better keep in mind. E-handbook, okay? It's trial time, boys.
Finally. Yes. Oh my goodness, I'm excited.
I don't remember what the e-handbooks mean.
Fuck, so...
I'll text you. Or
I'm ready
Yeah,
to
yeah.
figure
Are
out
you
who did this.
excited?
I'm my
Are you
guesses.
pumped? It's time for like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and
That's
death.
what my guess is.
So... For me...
I don't think I don't think that comes up actually. I don't think
And
that's
so, with no further ado,
God.
everyone,
that's
please
not
meet
revealed
at the
until the trial's
usual
over. I'm pretty
spot.
sure.
Make your way to the red door on the
Everything's
first
right.
floor of the school.
Maybe. Possibly.
See you
Rating is the
soon.
So Riley, have you
Okay.
It would
figured out
seem-
something? It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where investigation
I-
comes to an end. You have to figure out the rest
Tart-
for yourself, and come to the proper
Tart had a
conclusion.
blood stain.
Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Okay. So before we come in here, Riley, I want you to give your rundown of what you think happened.
I don't... My issue here is figuring out how the dollies fit in with anything, how the bodies got transported. Like, that's the one thing that I'm, like, completely stumped on, because I quite literally don't see any possible way, because if you guys aren't gaslighting me, which I just have to trust,
Like, what are you talking about that we
Hifumi-
aren't gaslighting you?
Hifumi, because I just genuinely don't remember that Hifumi had the body discovered thing in the nurse. Was it in the nurse's office? Where did we find his body?
It was
We
in the
found it
nurse's
in the
office,
nurse's
yes.
Yes.
And there was a body discovery announcement when we found his body.
But
Actually,
And then-
I should say there was a body discovery announcement while we were in the room where his body was.
yeah, exactly.
What else happened at that time? Where was
We-
the other group of people?
We left. They were up. They had discovered Taka's body then,
So
and
what?
that's
What
probably
so what
that's
could
probably how that
what could that
so-
announcement have been then?
Taka. That was definitely so. Hifumi was most certainly still alive. Hifumi, and that's why he cleaned his glasses, and that's why it's anime.
Okay.
And
then why was the second body discovery announcement up there?
second body, because it was in
When we found both the bodies together.
Mm-hmm.
when he found the both bodies, because
You've already
so
said
Taka
it, kind of.
was already dead.
So let's play with the assumption that Taka's body was the one that was discovered the first time it went off.
Yes,
And
because
you just
I
said
think
Hifumi was still alive.
Fumi was still alive, so he definitely walked himself upstairs, because there's no way someone's carrying his fat ass up there. And he went upstairs, but what was his motive? Did he have... Oh, because Alter Ego was taken that night, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So... Taka had Alter Ego?
I don't think you should be thinking motive right now. I want you to think through the logic of what happened. Like after,
So-
after
okay,
after,
whatever.
After,
Okay, so Taka's body discovered.
Just get into the room.
They leave.
Let's just start.
They leave.
Let's just start.
We leave Hifumi alone. Hifumi goes upstairs.
Monokuma appears!
There's two of them.
I mean, we've established that he
He's
has multiple
multiplied.
Wrong.
versions of himself. No, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which is the real Monokuma?
I don't care.
Don't care.
Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy, tough crowd.
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you. We're here to play with each other. And ourselves.
Okay, fine.
Hey!
And if everyone's here, ready to go, please board the pain train, or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
It will make a lot of sense.
Gojo
Also
pose.
makes no sense. Okay then, shall we?
Please.
Hold on. I'm not mentally prepared yet.
I am. Let's do this.
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins. I'm gonna steal your heart. I told you already. I didn't do it. For serious.
I'm literally gonna steal your heart. I'm gonna take your heart out of your body.
Reminds me, did you ever find the costume? Or the notes?
Well, no, but
Unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
This isn't a place to talk about it. Save your accusations for the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the real story can begin.
Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't ever put me. I can get away with it for that is still alive and for the that's still sick. Why the fucking flashbacks? I want to kill from inside. The killer is.
Video games
Someone
on
I
exposition
hear.
for some reason.
I don't want
Oh
to
no,
happen
it
how
gets
slowly.
worse. Trust
We
me.
asked for the elevator. Someone was aboard. The doors closed on their own. Steel blocks began to move.
Chris, number 2 is notorious for basically just repeating the exact same thing.
See, I would say I'm excited to play more of this game. That would be a lie.
The honking of the elevator kept us company as it fell further down. There was no back until we said all this couldn't go anywhere. Why'd you say that would be a? Why you're not enjoying this? What?
I don't know, cause it's just like
Very cool fate.
I don't know, cause I don't like it. Oh, new, neat. When I see all of you gathered like this, I realize just how few of you there are. Your school is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
only because of you. Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
Wah wah?
Huh, why?
You really hate me so much, but I'm so cute.
Come on.
Quit screwing around.
Stop goofing around and let the trial begin.
I
forgot
just
you were here.
remembered what that quote was from. Quit screwing around. It's from Danganronpa V3. I didn't. Jesus Christ.
Don't rush me. Of course I'm going to start it.
Quit screwing around.
I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class
God.
trial after this commercial break.
Yahoo!
Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
But we don't see them. Riley, you are like you're trying to figure it out. You're close.
Increases the time limit for each phase.
No, we want the one where we get more.
We
Or
are.
can we?
We already
Oh,
have.
we can activate everything?
Yes, we have SP
Oh.
on the side, Riley. Cost 2 SP.
Oh, I see.
Cost
I didn't know
3
that's how that
SP.
worked. Okay.
Let's go, boys.
Let's begin with a baby in.
We already
Was that?
Oh,
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it
Okay,
was found
but I'm
in
still-
your room. You have
I'm
to
still
admit,
hung up on the
the
fact that
evidence is
Celeste
quite
knew about the
compelling. It points to you
blueprint.
as having created the suit.
I get
and
maybe
wearing it while
Byakuya
committing
annoying because
crime
he was the
after
one that
crime.
pointed us in the direction
How many
of
times do I have
the
to tell
room.
you?
But Celeste?
I don't know!
Well,
I don't
her
know! I don't
reasoning
know!
for it is when she looked in the repository, she was looking for Hiro. If you were looking for Hiro, where's the first place you would check?
is Hiro really the killer, or for everything else? You have to make
guess.
that clear.
I guess.
It's time for gaming.
I'm gonna try to figure out, piece this together
Um.
real time, because I'm Robo Justice
Everything we found
costume.
in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't
What
know
are
anything
our
about that
bullets?
stuff. It's
Yasuhiro's
not true! It's a
message.
conspiracy!
Hiro, why?
So Hero's
Why did you
message,
kill them?
No! Just hold on a
Blueprints and
second!
the suit.
Everything we found in your room.
There's only two things
The
you can shoot.
blueprints, the suit parts,
They are all proof. No, that's wrong.
Blueprints, yeah, because that's handwriting. Yeah,
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
what do you mean?
yeah.
Well, take a look
The
at
handwriting.
this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's
Yeah,
that
see
was
that right in
Monokuma
front of
right
Monokuma, by the
there.
way.
When you compare it to the blueprints,
See that right in front of Monokuma,
There's
by the
no
way.
way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
He's not that smart.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto,
That's true.
are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
what?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
He was.
Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
Did anyone else really even see the suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
It probably passes
So?
out to me.
Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Okay, Morgana.
It was Hiro.
Got it!
The Illuminati.
Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular... Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
The dolly, and there's the tarp, which he was on.
Specifically wants the dolly.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about the whole situation.
So one more thing.
Why would they want to put
Oh.
the tarp down unless...
I got it!
They want both
They
of them.
were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Yes.
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room.
Because they didn't want to
So
be
the
trailing
killer must
blood.
have seen it there and decided to use it
That
when they
makes
moved
sense.
Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
Yeah, because the dolly was used.
Later,
no one's
when Taka's body
doubting
reappeared in
that.
the repository, so did the dolly.
I
In
have
other
to.
words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
I have to tell this to you in the simplest way possible, because all of y'all have the mind of 5-year-olds.
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving
Taka's
large
body.
objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's
Shut up.
raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is
The
no
blood
shame
on
in
the
being
dolly
wrong.
wheel.
Nobody expects much from you anyway. We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Shut the fuck up.
I never heard someone sound so nice while being so mean. Bullet time battles.
Oh, reloading. Tempo, ammo count. Was locking on. One bullet to destroy a single remark.
Tab?
So just remember to reload, basically. That's
Okay.
awesome. Oh, we're
You have
already
it
doing.
wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
Why are we doing this
You
already?
miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Do your worst. You have it wrong.
God, this is so hard.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch.
Jesus Christ.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. You have it wrong.
That's all. What the fuck? That's awful.
I refuse to give up yet.
I'm so confused. Well, we already. Hello?
That seems dumb.
No, I'm just appalled by how stupid
You
this
have
is.
it wrong. I
You
cannot
took
agree.
damage already?
You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Do your worst. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Do your worst. You
No,
miserable
why
wretch.
did it like suddenly all like?
You have it wrong.
This is
I
seems
cannot
a
agree.
little unfair.
You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree.
We somehow did it.
Agree.
This should prove it.
We somehow did it.
Yeah, I think we maybe
My
should.
God, it's the fact
I'm not
it's
changing
the
difficulty.
fact that it changed tempo 2 times on you while you couldn't see the markers. Dude, good fucking job. Oh my God.
That was
game.
When I found the dolly in the
Good game
repository,
design.
one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's trail. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room, and as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Jesus, Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah.
It's like
The
that's not
subject
even
of
the
how
last one of this
Robo-Justice
trial,
didn't do it.
which is absurd.
Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you
Do
look
so,
back on
please.
how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Yeah.
This
Costume was your bullet here.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
There it is.
Oh, nope, not yet.
Oh, really?
Shoot!
Wow, we're running on fumes.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository.
Yeah, then loaded it onto the dolly.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Yeah,
No, that's wrong.
and we knew that. And I knew that. And I haven't been thinking that he
You're absolutely
transported
right
the
that
body.
you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember? When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally
Especially
impossible.
upstairs.
Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
yeah,
I
you
got it!
can't take it off.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
Was Joe even there?
I don't think so.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the
I am
suit
still
on
muted.
or take it
Okay,
off without
I've been
help.
talking.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the
But-
suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear,
Hifumi
whoever
had
did move
the
the
paper.
body, it couldn't have been Hero in the
Taka
robot
also
suit,
had a bit of the
correct?
paper, so
No,
they had
wait.
some sort of.
Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten
Hifumi-
about the picture that I took?
Hifumi.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said? So
Robo
long
Justice,
as those
that's what I
facts
decided to
exist,
call him.
the proper conclusion is beyond
Just
question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
No, it's not.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Absurd that there's still an hour and a half left in this trial.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes,
What?
we have
Chris,
to
we've
do it.
only done
What
7
purpose?
days of this
Maybe we'll
trial.
get to find out where the heck
What
Kyoko was when
purpose
everything went
would
down.
All
we
right
have
then, let's take another look back at
Move
what
Taka's
happened.
body.
I suppose
You
we can
took-
start with this morning. 4 of us gathered
Hero.
together in the dining hall. Makoto,
Took Taka's
Hina,
body.
Kyoko, and
He
myself.
has the paper.
We
and then he
waited
got
there for
attacked
quite a
and
while,
died.
but nobody else showed up.
The hammer
so we
was
went
clean.
to look for everyone.
Whoever killed them cleaned the hammer afterwards.
That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's
Well, that doesn't work with
picture
any
and
of the times
discovered
that we
her
have.
assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone
Shadow.
moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
It was Kyoko.
Thanks for the like 20
And
flashbacks.
at that point we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura,
No.
Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Because they had discovered Taka's body,
I
not
left
his
Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at
And then
almost
he got up
exactly
because he
the
needed to
same time.
see, so he wiped off his. He was still alive. Fumi was still alive. He got up, cleaned his glasses.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
Yeah, because
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Fumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Yeah. And Taka's body was.
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone
Okay.
missing. Next thing we knew,
So
we were
Hifumi
searching the
moved the
school for
body.
2 missing dead bodies. And after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where
Oh.
we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
Celeste.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
Mean the hammer?
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple
And
series
then-
of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions in what happened to
But
Taka.
if Celeste was
In order
with
to come
the group,
uncover the truth, I have
Hifumi
to find
would've-
them, no matter what.
Hifumi would have had to move Taka. But for what reason did he have to move Taka if he could have just taken the
So,
paper while he
regarding
was
Taka's
there?
death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
I did not mean to do that.
We already know
What
what
about the other
order they
two?
were killed in. Taka came last.
what makes you say that?
What are the other bullets?
It's this
Because
one.
of the
There's
numbering of the
50
justice hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
It was 6 o'clock that the hammer was broken, so he was in the kerfuffle.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they
Absorb
were
that.
killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with
we'll have
Justice
to-
Hammer 3,
While Taka's death,
See? So it's obvious Taka came. So, I wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came
what makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
It's true that
Fuck.
Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer.
While Taka's death,
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
what makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
No, that's wrong.
Finally!
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Taka was killed before Hifumi.
Oh, it's Hangman's Gambit. Everyone already probably knows this one though.
Wristwatch. What?
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 Definitely an I that I clicked. What?
I think you might have drifted just barely onto the sea and it hit the sea.
That's fucking stupid. That was not my fault.
I thought it was Game's fault.
I refuse to give up yet.
We're not gonna get a lot of coins for this. This is gonna be a C rank.
Yeah, because that first one was bullshit, and then this one was, and then
That
this
first
one
was BS.
and then this one was
Hangman's
also
Gambit
bullshit.
fucked us.
Don't just spam click. 'Cause that makes me nervous. Or do you have to? Never mind, you have to.
Yeah,
My
you have
bad.
you have to click multiple times.
Game, come on.
Now I understand.
Now I understand.
Thank you,
I got it.
Thank you.
Taka's wristwatch.
Aaron Yeager.
See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night... So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
Are you sure about that?
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
No, no.
We literally had this exact same flashback earlier.
We heard Hifumi screaming. We were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office. And that's where we found his body.
No, we did not all run down there.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there.
What if we didn't
There was
die?
also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room. And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room.
Yeah,
the
so
whole
Hifumi
time.
moved the
Wait,
body.
then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway. In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said, his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the 3rd in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another... ghost!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Yes.
I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
It 100% is possible.
I don't see how any of these things.
It's an absorb. Oh.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Fuck!
Shoot!
Shit!
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he...
No, Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's
dead body had been found.
No, that's wrong.
Sounds like the dead body has been found. Break.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man.
I mean,
We're
that
asking
answered a
if you're
lot.
a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Yeah.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice. I got it!
Got
We
it!
heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Ding dong.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boo! That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then.
Oh,
Let's
really?
take another look at the events
Why?
surrounding the discovery of his body.
There is.
Then it should become
There
clear whether he
is
was really
something.
alive or not.
This whole thing
He
is
cleaned his
pointless.
glasses.
And I have to show it to everyone.
I just can't get past this point in my head. Like, I've been racking and racking my brain. I just can't figure out
Well, here's one
for
thing
what
we do
purpose he moved.
The first
Like,
time we
for
found him
why
his body
he
was in the
moved
nurse's
Taka.
office.
Motive? You
If
can't
he
think of
even moved
motive?
Taka.
You
While
can't
me
think
and
of a
Celeste
motive?
were in the bathroom, His body
I'll
disappeared.
give you. We've said something
And the
about
next
this.
time we saw his body,
And they said something about
it was
this.
in the repository.
Logan specifically
But when
mentioned.
you
Do want me to say
compare
what
his
Logan
body
mentioned?
before being moved
No.
and his body after being moved,
This is just a question for Ryan.
other than the change in how it was positioned,
What?
It's
Oh.
the next one.
It,
It's gonna go
that-
to
it was moved. Okay, that's what she said.
Well,
I thought
the
she said
first
I
time
thought
we
she
found
said
him
there was
in
no
bed,
change in the
his
body.
And the next time, it was in.
But when you compare his body before, other than the change, there was no notable difference.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can. I got it!
I got it!
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean, and the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera. And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was...
I
don't
highly
care.
doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is...
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Okay, you didn't have to do bro like
If he
that.
was just pretending to be dead,
Copious corpse.
what was
To
with
be
all
fair,
that blood?
he's like, what,
Was it paint or
360 something pounds?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
Which honestly,
Figured if
he
he was
looks
gonna
pretty
play
good
dead,
for
he should go
300
all
something
out.
pounds
So
if
he
he
just
is.
dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
It was Sakura.
Got it!
Oh,
It
Sakura!
could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the
I really
nurse's
wish you would've
office,
said fire.
he went to
That's
the
what I-
equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the
Why?
door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura
Okay,
headed for the
we still have 14
repository.
more things we have to
But when we
choose.
got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means, when Hina and Sakura got to the repository,
Wait, then how the
someone was
fuck did
already
Celeste get in?
inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi,
I wonder.
who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well,
Thanks,
forget about
Danganronpa.
the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
It was in his pocket.
There's a whole way to escape market.
I don't think it was in his pocket.
I don't
I'm
think it
pretty
was in
sure
his
they
pocket
meant
either.
In his pants.
Yes.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one
Keep
that
in mind,
told me where to
Kyoko
go.
is the one who touched Chihiro
Wait,
inappropriately.
this one's a little different. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro, and that person could only have been...
Me!
Pants.
Fumi's pants!
That's right! Taka!
Fumi's pants!
The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy! Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Dude, TikTok.
Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Can't let her get to me. I wonder what it is.
It's totally not what you think it is.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note
It's
said.
broken wristwatch.
What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
Yes, it
The note has
do.
nothing to do with TikTok!
You're not on the wrong thing.
I was on the right thing.
Yeah.
Shoot!
I thought I was on the right thing.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy! But remember, what time did it... 6 a.m. The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
No, that's wrong.
See, I thought they meant it doesn't have anything to do with TikTok because time.
No,
When
there
I was
absolutely
looking at
is
the
a connection.
thing,
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at
It's the
6
best line.
a.m.,
It's really
which
funny.
is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof?
Dude, Byakuya knows it, but he doesn't even know it. He wasn't even here when we found the evidence.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap...
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had
Yup.
the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small... Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah.
Holy
After
shit!
seeing
He's
all
a simp
this,
for Celeste!
Hifumi
I
was
forgot
super
about
involved
that!
in this whole thing in fact, he
Ding,
was
ding,
behind the
ding.
whole thing. In
Oh my
fact,
fucking
he's still
God.
alive.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely
And then
dead.
Celeste
the
being
second
the
body discovery announced
two-tone son of a bitch she is. Oh!
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind.
I get it
the
now.
True killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's
What
body.
motive did
So,
what
he
motive did
must have been
Celeste
killed
have for
after
killing
Taka's body
Taka?
vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
Who said Celeste killed Taka?
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words,
Is my
during
mic
that
doing the
time,
thing?
No.
none of us have alibis.
Why is it picking
But
up
me and
feedback?
Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus! Who are you calling a walrus?
I don't know.
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's
And what might that be?
the weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way
I'm not
Taka
even
and
saying
Hifumi
anything.
were killed was almost the same.
Okay.
With them having similar
Wait, we're
fractures
good
and
now.
all. But
We're good.
Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how
Okay.
could the culprit have gotten their hands on
So-
either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue. So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too.
Then,
Is it not
There's still a
possible
fair
they
amount
used
left.
a different
There's
weapon?
still a fair amount of holes in this.
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same
Celeste
kind of
is
thing,
the
right?
big bad guy,
So
though.
then, what was used to
That's
kill
what I'm
Hifumi?
satisfied with.
Yeah, Chris, there's still 9 more things we have to do. And then
Yeah,
that
there's
was
I don't
still-
really
there's
care
still-
about the how, I just care who.
There's still quite a bit going on here. I'm not. I totally did forget about Hifumi and Celeste
What was used to
dynamic,
kill
though,
Hifumi? Was
which
it
is very
Justice
key.
Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it? Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing
Why is
seems
my
pretty
mic
clear.
doing this?
The murder weapon had to be one of the
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
The murder weapon wasn't a justice
Sick of
hammer
you.
at all. No,
Sick of this mic.
it was something completely different.
But seriously,
Picking up,
a different
telling
weapon?
me it has feedback
Specifically,
when I'm
a
not
hammer
even doing
from the
anything.
repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
I'm dying over here.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma files note
Why am
about
I
the
getting-
wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
There's no way this is an unabsorbed one.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together.
That is.
But that only really applies if in this case, however, there were two murders.
Based on the rules, even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the
Rule holds true.
Whatever, I'm not gonna...
No, that's wrong.
What?
Nothing, sorry.
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime, and based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual,
Sayaka.
a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
This is actually pretty ingenious.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
It's actually really well thought out
Which,
plan.
if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
Bet everybody's
That's
smart.
just awful! How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so?
I didn't hear
can't
that.
help
Cooper,
but
you're gonna have
admire
to
its
move closer to
cunning.
your mic.
Still, their
There are,
choice of accomplice
not
seems...
everybody is smart.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's
Relax.
problem numero uno right now!
Ah! I'm getting frustrated with this. I still don't know how all this fits together, if I'm gonna be completely honest.
Here's my answer.
I get that
It was
Celeste was the puppet master,
So
but
I'm the suspicious individual now. I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder...
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot! Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
excuse me?
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Shut up, Byakuya.
Sorry.
As he
love him.
said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said? We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
This is the third time we've seen this scene.
It was to get us to divide into
That's a
two
flashback.
groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up. Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those
Yeah,
chance
it was
events
pretty
suddenly
obvious who
become
the next killer
connected.
was gonna be. And Monokuma decided to, like, you know,
And on top of that,
tens of
that
billions of
piercing
dollars
cry
on
of yours
this.
early on.
We have the ultimate gambler.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead, Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no
I'm
idea
looking
what you
directly
mean.
in the middle.
Don't
even though
bother
I'm right
trying to
next
deny
you.
it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
I mentioned this when it happened.
It was like Cooper or
What
Logan
are you
mentioned
talking
this.
about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must be really enjoying this. Just like those guys did.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura,
She didn't
Toko, and I were
know
first to discover
Taka's-
Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
What is he alluding to? I wonder.
Free handbook. Let's go.
Is it
All I
actually?
said was...
No, it's an absorb.
Yeah, that's
they
what I
must
thought.
really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are going to die. And that is all.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's
Wrong
comment?
button.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die. We are going to die.
Just like
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys?
That's not really okay.
Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
I mean,
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on. And then...
Shut up.
Have you so quickly
Shut up,
forgotten?
hero.
You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other
Staged.
explanations than the one you've offered up.
Staged. The
No,
guy was drugged.
there is
They
no
set
other
him up.
explanation.
Celeste took the photo. They're acting. Yeah, cause look, he's leaning. He's totally leaning against the wall. By the way.
I got it! It's
I
not
like
a
the one
picture
where
of the
they're
suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Is that really possible?
Is that really possible? Make your argument. Oh Jesus.
She's gonna talk about how
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out!
but we found it in your room.
Then you just draped me across
It's
Hifumi
not.
and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
that's
Like I said,
Nope.
ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could
stand up straight like that.
Boom!
No, that's
it,
wrong.
it was perfectly designed for that.
It's designed that way.
Yeah.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Shit. She's losing her.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate? Celeste? Clearly! You are
Finally.
your little guilty
Finally.
bastard. One little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying? When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear. Was it not?
What?
He said, and I quote,
The man was delusional, first of all.
in other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's...
Shut up,
actually-
hero.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko,
Think back to how Hifumi
Celeste
used to
is
talk
crazy.
to us.
I
How
love
did he
this.
refer to each of us?
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
No, he did. Not every single time.
I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the
For
last
a
name of
closing
whoever
statement,
killed
maybe?
him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit. Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
E-handbooks.
So yeah, something about the e-handbooks. Maybe not. I don't know.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
Is it upside
How long
down?
do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
God damn it.
that's the only truth there is! Moron!
Damn it. Fucking
Hifumi
Monokuma
was, he
placing
wanted
his
us to know
damn
the killer. If there's one person, it would
statements in
have to
front
be
of the
you,
important
Celeste.
ones.
How many times? Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending. And since you have no way to, that's the only truth there
God
is!
fucking damn it.
Moron!
Uh-oh.
Hifumi was, he wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person, it would have to be you, Celeste. How many times?
We can't miss this one.
Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending. And since you have no way to contradict, that's the only truth there
Oh
is!
fuck.
Are you?
Moron!
What's happening?
He wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person, it would have
I
to
clicked
be
the
you,
wrong
Celeste.
button. That was completely my bad.
Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending. And since you have no way to
It ran out just as it... That was BS.
No, it wouldn't have worked anyway.
Is...
It was not the S
I
because
refuse to give
technically
up
that
was not like the game messing up. A lot of that I feel like was Logan messing up.
Oh yeah, half of that was me.
They gave us 2 minutes and 30 seconds for this, for a reason.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name.
If there's one person here,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times? Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
I'm not
Stop it.
pretending. It's and since you have no way to contradict me, that's the only truth there is! Moron! Hifumi was. He wanted us to know the killer.
That was
If
the
there's
game, that
one
wasn't
person-
me.
It would have to be you, Celeste.
How many times? Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending. It's and since you have no way to
fuck.
contradict me.
No, that's wrong.
Finally. God.
Finally. Oh my
Dude, we're
goodness
getting an
gracious.
F on that part. I don't know what you mean.
That's
What?
anytime you turn your
That's
handbook
'cause
on,
this has been,
it shows
like,
the owner's
absurd
name when it
half the
boots
time.
up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
By the way, the lowest you get is a D. You know that, right?
No.
We're getting deep. It's fine.
It's okay, we get
That is the
20%
game's
more
So all
points.
we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
I'm pretty sure the
That's
lowest you
an
get is a D.
invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
I could be wrong though.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me go over the case again, and that'll bring everything to an end.
Finally, time for a closing argument.
Okay. Hifumi's face in profile.
Cooper did not just give me the answer.
Oh, fine.
That defeats the entire purpose.
I'm just trying to do it so we're not going too late.
It's fucking 10:50. We're fine. Would it be any of those?
No.
Okay, fine, I'll turn it off.
It would be the one of Hifumi working at the desk.
This is
No, 1 o'clock because it's.
That's 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
I don't know what else it would be.
Yeah, maybe actually. Yeah, because he's like, hey guys, what's going on?
That's not what I meant to do.
And then he could put him up, and then it's the. It's the photo.
Killer holding camera.
Oh, yep.
The photo. Act 3. Hammer 4. You need the one that has. Yeah, 6 o'clock. Okay. Number 2?
Yeah, it's Hifumi. Being all sad because he got hit in the head with a hammer.
Oh, okay.
Killer 3.
Oh, yep.
Oh no, it's the tarp one.
Nope. Yep.
Yeah. Wait, no, go back to the last one. Go back to the picture, the frame of Hifumi.
Oh, that is right, by the way, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because it's the clean hammer. Yeah.
Yeah.
The killer is you! Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Fumi Yamada.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
That was the big piece of the puzzle I was
Next,
missing the whole
Hifumi
time,
positioned
was the
himself to make
fact
it
that
look like Robo-Justice was attacking him.
Hifumi totally would have done anything Celeste said.
While the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro.
He also has another motive.
When they were done with him,
He
they shoved
wanted
him,
to kill
still
Taka.
unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan.
Look at that man. He's so sinister.
They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
Because the people here are fucking stupid.
So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect.
Now, I think you'd get away
The
with
first
the
fake
murder.
incident was the attack in the rec room.
If Byakuya wasn't here, they totally would have gotten
And
away with it.
Kyoko.
Yeah.
There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1, and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we
Even
bought
though we
the
do a lot of the
surprise
thing,
attack
they
story.
prompt us on everything.
The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time,
Here are
they
the
planted
voices in
Justice Hammer
Makoto's head.
2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
He said based.
while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching
Look
found
at
Taka's
Sakura.
body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi.
Yeah, naturally.
We left the nurse's office,
With-
and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape.
There's a plot hole. Where's the button on his head?
When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office.
Rojas
And once
over.
again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But
Oh.
even Hifumi
He's
didn't
doing
know
his
what
little
the true
dance
killer
dance.
had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Isn't that right? This is weird. It's so slow.
That's awesome. What do you mean? They're kissing.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
Mission complete.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
And this is the last time you will.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Because we're gonna
Then you admit it?
fucking
You're
die.
the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
She stopped
So,
the accent too
you
now.
finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Interesting. C-B-A-C-A-A. Oh, we got... Oh.
Really?
Okay.
We did.
Okay.
I'm shocked.
Alright. 117, nice.
That's not
Okay,
great.
Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Bro.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for.
Why-
Time
why-
to vote, okay?
Why wasn't she
Okay.
speaking normally this whole time? Her...
Because
That is
You
such a
would,
better voice.
Please locate your lever.
She's
No
and
one
fucking
knows who she
stupid.
is. It doesn't matter.
And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Do we get to learn her name?
we already did. Were you not
What the
paying
fuck?
attention?
It's Taiko
It's
Yasuhiro.
Taiko Yasuhiro.
When the fuck was that? I must have looked away at that one moment.
like
when the fuck was
that
that?
happened like a minute ago.
What?
Chris?
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole.
Oh
scheme
yeah, I see it. I see it now. Sorry, my bad.
was
My bad. I'm just kind of stupid.
Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
There it is again. So
Honestly.
actually good.
I lost. Well, that sucks. Guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Fumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Ifumi with this plan. How did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder.
I'm sure she relied on her specialty. Lying.
Specialty, don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to him and agree.
So then,
Then did you use, you know,
I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my
Alter ego.
I used alter ego!
That thing that we're using.
used her.
Okay.
Everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name.
Even though we've literally said it in this courtroom already.
It's the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into.
Does she mean alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't
It's a
interrupt.
freaking
We're in the mid. Don't interrupt.
Bro,
We're in the middle
okay.
of a very important
Monokuma's
conversation
actually
here.
just stupid as well.
Oh, he knows. He knows the
I
entire
know
time. He's
the
acting
loop.
dumb.
As usual. How sad.
The man's acting dumb, Riley.
In other words,
Then you're the one who stole it.
Indeed.
That is correct.
He said the same thing.
For us,
I see.
And so you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with.
Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how I'd disappear, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
Cooper, we have to do the voice again.
Exposition.
What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It's about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it.
What?
So then,
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I found a use for the digital camera. Taking you-know-what to Taka's room earlier, I took pictures of it there. I needed the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her.
Correct, which is why Taka
Say
forced me to
what?
steal it.
As for me,
Please forgive me, he threatened me.
Oh,
He did?
as for me,
Came into my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
what?
He took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone.
With what camera?
I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's
You have to remember, Hifumi's
An
also
absolute
stupid.
crime.
You're right.
Taka is still also the moral compass.
I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but...
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far.
It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
So she did lie, is what you're saying.
I didn't have to lie to him, except I lied to him.
I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life.
I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch.
Completely unforgivable!
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
most
I'm so glad I
unfortunate.
could say the F word actually.
Wait, if you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Oh.
Actually,
Oh,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean...
Taka is going to try to kill you.
indeed.
What?
So he can keep her to himself.
This is
That
unforgivable!
bastard!
Completely
Bastard, bastard,
unforgivable!
bastard, bastard!
Honestly,
We allow him to continue with these barbaric acts.
Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear, I will save her!
I have to save her!
actually,
Would you like to join me? It just so happens I've come up with a plan.
Oh.
Huh?
I've devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Dude, she is the Makoto Itis, where she says what she first thinks.
Hifumi and I agreed without a second thought. The effect the item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem.
You disgust me.
I see.
ah, so you disgust me.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costumes Fumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face in general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that. But it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect?
You're dumb.
Because you're.
Dumb. You're stupid.
Huh? That's it?
Let's see.
In that regard, I might made the right choice. So I'm glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. That must have been tough on you.
Is she wrong though?
Jesus, man. I feel like I could cry.
Then do it, pussy.
Wow.
Well.
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead?
What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
Simple. Treated his part and pretended to be dead when someone showed up. Told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on.
And he really believed that?
Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was... while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have had an alibi, so no one could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it.
It seems very straightforward. Stereotypical. No, it doesn't. Shut up.
I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent, in fact. Fumi ate it up. He believed I would lie wholeheartedly right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So you had planned to kill him all along.
Of course. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well...
It's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
How you sound like Byakuya!
I wonder about that.
Oh, he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then why did you take things so far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money?
You're talking about the $10 million Monokuma offer? That is a lot of money, it's true. That's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, our only thought has been escape.
But
all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch!
Obviously, that was a lie.
Alright, damn.
Hey!
Couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. Do you want to know? And do you want to know why?
This is
This is
absolutely
fine.
insane.
I had a dream.
This dream is so fucking stupid.
Accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
There was no way I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me...
It was all for that dream.
And what was this dream of yours?
Isn't it wonderful?
Live in a European castle.
A castle?
Honestly,
Based, I would want handsome men surrounding me.
But they're all vampires because the
together handsome
They're
men
all
from all over the
glowing.
world
A
serve as my
glowing
butler
eye.
slash bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need.
Oh, well, there you go.
Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life was all about. Combined with my own winnings, Botakua's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. Get right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it? We're not her friends.
Who said we were friends?
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing. It's true, she's
Do
a gambler.
you understand?
Do
That's all
you
That's what
understand?
makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared?
My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that.
She's terrified.
It's not just other people. I can fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious.
And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I do not fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated,
This line.
I made a choice then.
Isn't
I'd be
it
a
wonderful?
frog.
I think I'd like to come
Oh,
back as
Jesus.
Marie Antoinette.
It'll just be executed again.
Hey,
You just get executed again. Okay.
Celeste smiled then, and when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. And she claimed she could fool her own. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills!
You're all done? Okay then, let's get rolling. The black and disturbed the peace and must pay the price.
There's a character who's known for lying then in the future that's way better.
Yeah, it's
Now
so
then,
funny because
I
he doesn't
prepared
even
a
lie the
very
most.
special punishment. Let's
Sorry.
give it everything we've got. It's
I was about to say the same thing,
punishment
Logan.
time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is.
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why, actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In
This is
another
a
life.
very memorable kill.
The button.
Yeah, the character that lies the most in the series is one of the fan favorite characters, actually.
Yeah. Oh, it's a castle. She got her wish.
Kind of is a
Oh.
Yeah, but she's currently on a stake. So I don't know how.
Versailles witch. Oh. She's gonna.
This
Oh,
is probably the most gruesome of the ones.
Oh,
that
don't
we've had
worry.
so far.
Don't worry. It'll get even more
Oh.
interesting.
It
Gotta get
also
the
gets
upskirt
worse.
shot.
yeah.
Mandatory upskirt shot. Just kidding.
God, this is just like a completely different vibe than the other two.
Huh.
Everything's burning around her first. Metaphor. Metaphor.
Wait
What
for
the
it.
fuck?
This part is fucking stupid.
But it's memorable.
It's just fucking stupid.
Oh. What the fuck?
Oh, never mind. That's less interesting.
Yeah, I know.
I thought he was just gonna burn her alive.
That would have been.
Okay, so
I'm
you
like,
know
Oh
the
no,
reason why
because then
people
the
say that-
school would have burned down.
Okay, you know what? Why he says this? Like why people say that this is like a very like torturous event? Is because she probably wanted to be burned alive. She's like all into that kind of stuff. That was probably like a dream death of hers. And then she gets hit by a car.
It's really funny. It's over.
Yeah, honestly, that's valid.
The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. Why? And for him to just come along and...
Christopher got pissed and threw his phone down the stairs again.
I didn't throw anything. I'm literally just moving. I'm not even on my phone. I'm on my Chromebook.
Okay, so you threw your Chromebook down the stairs.
I didn't throw my Chromebook down the stairs.
It sounded like he was in a wind tunnel.
Might have been like the microphone in my Chromebook rubbing up against my blanket.
Yeah, that's 100% what it is.
That's probably what it is.
That's 100% what it
Whoa,
is.
whoa, whoa,
It makes it.
We're just
It
making a
makes it
joke.
sound. It makes it sound like you just completely throw your Chromebook down the flight of stairs.
And it's funny.
Okay.
It's a funny joke.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Anyway, isn't it just awful? Everyone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are all so young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Okay.
Jeez, and I hear I thought you were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation. Isn't your entire thing to make us see despair?
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
We're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. It's my destiny to knock you down one by one! Sad, yes, it is. But that reality just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna how long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
More trials. God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway. Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type objects from Celeste?
Hey! Hey!
What's the deal with it?
What?
Huh?
Oh,
What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Who?
Did I touch you
What?
inappropriately?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Jesus Christ.
I knew that was coming.
What the fuck? What?
Hey, what did I do?
What?
I have no idea. I don't know
What?
anything about it. Interesting.
Uh,
Kyoko is a robot.
What was that just now? Did Master I do something to Kyoko's body? What does that
Well,
even
it's like, I
mean?
can't remember her ultimate.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well?
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya
Not that
later.
I'll do anything about it.
Oh.
Wow!
Wow.
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair, there was one small hope.
At some point during
Hey.
that end trial, Genocide Jill sneezed.
Hey Kyoko! Monokuma already mentioned it, but what is that key Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of those dressing room lockers.
What? Then that means.
Celeste probably headed there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's
Hey.
easiest to miss right beneath your nose. Well then, we better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea.
No.
We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said, I'm gonna go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
What exactly are you going in? Why why exactly are you going
Bro had a
alone?
strong.
So,
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not why what I meant. Why you? There's still a risk of a spy, you know.
Then I'll go too.
What?
You?
Please
Yeah.
let me go. I love her. Please.
Please.
Everybody trusts
Please
Kyoko
let
and
me go.
Makoto more
Please.
than you, Byakuya.
I'm on my
Hate to
hands
break
and
it to
knees.
you,
I'm
Chief.
begging. Oh, what I wouldn't
begging,
give.
begging you.
Oh, what I wouldn't give.
I wouldn't give for a save point.
Oh, we're gonna keep going until chapter
Arguing
3's
is
over.
just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Yo, stand.
Whatever you want.
Thank you, Byakuya.
Well then.
Thank him.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are go together? Does that won't mean what I think it means?
Yes.
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone.
I
No.
tried to forget what Hina said.
Mindless.
Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there.
shall we go?
Well, shall we? I can't wait to talk to myself for the next 5 minutes. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So then,
We need to get into
Oh,
that
because
locker.
then, yeah, because alter ego is also you.
Kyoko took Kyoko took the key that Celeste has given her and locked the locker. And as the locker's opened, we saw.
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? You're safe, thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon, maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer. So we could officially say that the case is closed. As far as the incident is concerned, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me.
She's not gonna be honest with you.
Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
you.
Is that why you wanted to come in here with me?
However,
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. That just makes me even more worried.
what?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without
Hey.
warning, without explanation. When you do that,
Indeed.
it's only natural to think of the mastermind spy, right? And you too? No! I believe in you.
What?
I believe in you, my queen. You believe in me?
I was worried about you, Kyoko.
Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. I want you to believe in me too.
Please.
Because we're friends.
I'm begging.
I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe you. Just a little bit more. Then,
That's fine.
fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see?
Let's go.
What I heard from Kyoko then
I'm
was...
actually very.
Well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. Chapter
Wow.
3 is still not over, by the way. And when we
Oh my
did,
God, no!
I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor does not have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And the storage closet back there, way in the back. She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this?
This is awesome. I'm actually very excited about this.
Not excited. I want the.
There's a normal storage closet as far as I could tell. Secret Kyoko's told me about. Could it really be hidden here?
Oh, there is so a hidden panel there.
He said it was way in the back of the storage
Oh
closet.
yeah, that is a hidden
But I
panel.
mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in. Gashonk!
Gashonk!
And at the same time I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. Bump bump.
A bump.
I had fallen through the back of the storage closet.
Huh?
It turned out, the back wall was like a revolving door, and I made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
And the boys, no, they just said that. So this is the secret room. But what's in here? Tissues! There's a bunch of files with like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Peak Academy Student Registry? This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand. Before I had a chance to take a look at it, the slip of paper fell out of the file, and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I would understand if it said, I can't leave, but you must not leave? What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? I...
He blacks out.
A strange sound rang through my head. It felt like I was shaking my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it'd been.
It's over. It's never been more over. It's over.
Ow! Probably something had hit me and I had lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the notepads that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head had begun to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest.
Bro definitely has a concussion. Do not sleep
My body
with a
was
concussion.
heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room.
Why?
What?
Somehow, I made it back to the first floor of the school.
Concussion?
Head injuries do not go to sleep with head injuries. They're very dangerous. Unless you get, like, talk from a doctor.
The farther I walked, the more I felt. Things are getting blurry. I can't see in front of me.
It can cause a lot of problems.
I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there, and after that... As if from a vast distance I heard a sound. It was faint but undeniable.
No.
That sound. It's coming from the gym. Oh, this scene! Let's go! As I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. Riley.
Quack, jaga, gugog, gwa.
What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here in the gym? Are you ready for this? You're not prepared for what's coming. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside me only intensified that much more.
Hacha, pakia, hagagia, hiya, hatching. Pakia, badam, sha 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 sha.
Oh.
Oh shit, they're fighting. What?
Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is? Seven left.
Alright.
Get ready for the podcast next stream.
Honestly, after this stream, I'm okay with that.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh.
Psycho!
That's saved, right?
Yeah.
That's saved.
So that's it for this stream.
Alright. That was a long one. That was a long one.
That
Over
was
3 hours.
Yeah, I specifically wanted us to start earlier because of this.
Yeah, because this will. If we started when we normally would have, we